How's it going, guys? Brito here, bringing you my first gameplay footage. This time it's on a new deck I've been working on. It's Belphemon, Leviamon, and Purple Hybrids all put together. So I'm going to start us off with an Ukomon in the raising and a Koichi. On play, draw one, trash one, setting my opponent to 3. My opponent's playing Hunters, and they start off by playing the Kakimon in the back, followed by the Tagiru, the Memory Fixer Tamer. So I promote the Uko, gain 1, hatch 1, Evo Tapir in the back, swing Ukomon 2k on deletion from the Demimera, draw 1, trash 1, trashing the Loey. And I end my turn with another Koichi, on play, draw 1, trash 1. And I trash the Myotismon Ace. So on my opponent's turn, he raises the level 3, swings and hits into a Levia, then he on deletion saves. He ends his... No, he doesn't end his turn. He continues his turn with the Psychmon, then swings with the Digimon. Level 4 with Rush. He has Jammies because of the Clockmon underneath, and he's good to go. And he ends his turn with the Damemon, hitting nothing, just missing. So I start my turn by drawing, playing a Tapir, swinging with the Tapir, on deletion draw 1, then I... On deletion of the BT15, pitch a level 5 or higher. I pitch the Astamon to draw 2, and now I pitch the Levi X. I end my turn with a Biting Crush, pitching a 7th Lightning to delete one of his Digimon, and since 7th Lightning has 7 Great Demon Lords in his traits, I could set Biting Crush into the battle area. So now Leviamon is live if he so happens to play a Digimon by an effect. So on his turn, he simply hatches, Digivolves in the back, plays the Tamer, and he's thinking about what to do. He swings with the Dame. He's alive because he hits into an Uko, and he plays a Damen, hits a Tamer. Nice. So I start my turn by hatching, evoing Uko in the back. I now start thinking, what do I want to do? I simply hard drop an Octomon since there's 3 Digimon on the board. He summons an Octomon, not an Octomon, a Fujitsumon token. Since he played a Digimon by an effect, it procs Biting Crush. And now I play the Leviamon, and since he has equal and he has more than Digimon than Tamers than me, I delete the highest, and then I delete the lowest, gaining 2 memory. So I essentially cleared his board except for his Fujitsumon token. But that's totally fine. And then I also trigger the Levi X from trash because Fujitsumon both triggers the Levi and the Levi X. So it procs Biting Crush on Levi X, and I trigger both of them, and that's what I'm explaining to my opponent here. So now since he has equal, I delete one of his Tamers, targeting the purple, one of the Memory Fixer ones. Yep, so now he starts digivolving his Digimon, and he digivolves into the Shotmon King version. He plays out the Yuya. I think that's the Yuya. I think that's his name. Alright, let's see what he does. Oh, he goes into Restigramon. He tucks the level 6 under the Tamer. And then end of turn he swings and he hits with jamming. He's good. So boom, promote. Promote the Uko, gain 1, hatch 1. So I ask my opponent how many cards he has in hand, and I believe at that moment he has 2 cards in hand. So now swinging to that Fujitsumon token does seem like the play. So I swing Uko, hit into the Tamer, and then I swing over trying to bait out his block. But no, he decides to do it, and he swings. And now I Evo in the back. And then I end turn with a... How do I end turn here? How do I continue? Looking at my trash, looking at my hand, not sure how to end this. Because now he has 1 card in hand, and I know if I delete it, yeah, that's what I do. Oh no, I simply just hard drop that, put him to 9, and now I essentially present lethal on board. So now he has to find a way to end it that turn, or else, and he only has currently 2 cards in hand, I believe. So he swings. Yeah, that's it. Oh, he swings over my guy. Okay. And now I'm debating on what card to trash to proc his the BT15. So I'll. Don't know what happened there, but he just went ahead and yeah, boom. All right, yeah, and then I just win here. Yeah, he scoops. No, no, he doesn't scoop. My bad. All right, I go ahead, pop all his boards, swing 2 checks, boom, pop that, swing 2 more because I had under 6 cards in hand. Boom. All right, now off to game two. Off to game two. Evo Uko in the back. So yeah, I'm going first, and I just pass him to 3. Pass him to 3. He evos the Gumdramon in the back, and he plays the Dame. Let's see if he hits the Tamer. He doesn't. Getting no value off the Dame, and he just hard drops the Taiki. Promote Uko, gain 1, hatch 1. I swing Uko, hit into a Tamer, totally fine. And I just play a Koichi, on play draw 1, trash 1. I end up trashing a Leviamon. Guess I didn't need that. And then just Evo for 2 into a Kaiser in the back, putting him to 1. He promotes the Gumdra, start of main Taiki, tuck a Digimon, gain draw 1, draw card. Opponent's still at 1. And he asked me what the effect is, and I just tell him simply he has retaliation, that's about it. And if he de-digivolves, it just goes back to a Tamer. Yeah, he de-digivolves, it goes back to a Tamer. And then he swings. Swings, so he survives the check, he swings, it dies. Oh, he swings into my Uko, so yeah, I pitch level 5 or higher to draw 2, draw for turn. I will promote the tape here. Start thinking here. I swing the hit into another Tamer. All my rookies are have jamming apparently. That's cool. That's fine. Gives me more things to swing with. I will calling to pop the tape here. I will bring to my hand. I'll just bring the sleep mode. That's about it. Tape here, draw 1, and then Demimera, draw 1, trash 1. Boom, boom. I will then Evo for 2 into a Kaiser Leo, draw, and then just hard drop the Astamon. Astamon on play, pop the Kaiser to go into sleep mode, get rage mode from the trash, tuck him under the covers, and then on deletion from the Koichi Inheritable, gain 1 memory, putting my opponent to 6. So my opponent hatches, starts doing all his start of main effects. And let's see what he can do about this. I believe since I did do a lot of draws, I'm not at 6 or less cards in hand. But I was just doing that just to try to make sure I clear his board. And yeah, my opponent just plays Crimson Blaze to make sure I don't play anything off effects. That's actually a very smart idea. He goes into the superior mode. He gives him a bunch of checks. Swing. Then draws. He has jamming, doing 2 checks. I'm thinking what to pitch. I'll pitch 2 to stop the attack, but I don't get to play Digimon by an effect because of Crimson Blaze. And end of turn, he swings twice. With jammies, he's good. Boom. Yeah, start of main. Delete all level 5 or lowers. I currently have 6 cards in hand, so I think I do have 2 checks. Yeah, I was able to get down to 2 because I pitched and I Evo Sekmon in the back, doing 2 checks. I hit into a Tamer. Let's go ahead. What do I do here now? Yeah, I just Evo for 2 in the back into a Loey. I look what's in trash. Let's Evo for 1 into a Kaiser. Let's Evo for 1 into the... Yeah, I Evo just to get the stop attack effect, but I do not have another Rage Mode in trash, so it's essentially a Belphemon that can be affected by my opponent's effects. So this is actually a very sticky situation for me. All I gotta do is make sure I play this correctly, and Belphemon should still be able to stop some attacks. Now my opponent's thinking which tamers to suspend. So he only suspends one tamer. Okay, interesting. So he swings, draws off the Gumdra, and I'm thinking here. I let it go through. I head into a tamer. On play, draw one, trash one. And then I proc the Astamon here to play out the wizard, and I decide to pitch the last security to kill his one thing. I'm not sure if that was the right play because now I'm down. I do have still a redirect, not a redirect, a stop attack and a blocker, 0 security, and the last security was a biting crush, so that might have been better for me not to do that play, but we'll see. All right, he plays the Gumdra, he plays for free the Aresidramon. He has Rush because he has more than 4 sources. Does he have the Superior Mode? And he does. He tucks the Belphemon under the Tamer, and then he swings, and he explains that since he has the Akaki, it minuses 2k the Wizard, and then the red pops a 3k or less, so I don't have any blockers anymore. So now we're off to game 3, and once again, I start us off. I Evo Tape here in the back, and I just play a Matt Ishido for 4, putting my opponent to 4. He continues on with plays the Gumdra in the back, and he does a Dame for 3. Let's see if he hits a Tamer. Yeah, I remind them he reveals top 3. He hits a Tamer. Boom, bottom decks the rest. And then he just plays the Tagiro for 4, putting me to, I think, 3. Yeah, 3. I promote, swing tape here with jamming. No jamming this time. Alright, so I on deletion draw 1, and then I decide to not pitch anything off the Demimera to not draw more. So I'm just going to Evo for 2, draw, Evo for 1 into a Rihi, going to 0. I then swing Rihi 7k 1 check, hit into a Tamer. And then I Evo into a Levia for 5. So I delete his guy and I gain 1 because of the Levia effect. And now I have a giant body on board. The next turn will be doing 2 checks. So now he goes into the Shoutmon King version. I think that's the King version. And then, yeah, let's see what he does from here. He just swings, draws 1. He hits into the Astamon, and then since a Digimon got deleted on all turns, Leviamon gained me 1, putting my opponent to 3. Plays the Gumdra, sticks a Digi under the purple tamer, and then he just hard drops the Yuya, putting me to 2. So I draw 1, draw for turn, hatch, even to Uko in the back, and then I drew into... Oh, I Evo into Levia X, since my opponent has more Digimon and Tamers than me. I get to pop a Tamer, so I decide to pop the Memory Fixer, and then I pop a level 3. And now I'm doing 3 checks at 14. Boom, boom. And last check is a Tamer. And then I'm at 0 memory. I did the 3 checks. Next turn I have Lethal with the Ukomon in the back, the Levia X in the front. I could simply put my opponent to 3, yeah, by playing a Psychmon. That's a very strong move. I stop him from being able to play Digimon at a reduced cost. So whenever he digicrosses, he has to still pay the full cost. Alright. So he hard drops Psychmon for the full 4. He decides to take back the Gumdra. He goes into the Arrestor for 0. And he does have Rush now because he does have 4 more sources. And he's thinking if that's what he wants to tuck. Yeah, he decides not to. I gave him a moment to think about it. Yeah, so he decides to put the blocker underneath. Yeah. So now he has 3 checks, swings 3 checks, draws for the swing. He has jammies, so he's totally good. And then yeah, he explains to me how he still loses because he didn't find a way to get the Omni Shout under his Digimon and being able to tuck and then pop. So yeah, that's the end. I got this match 2-1. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. See ya.